Now talk about what you do at CAIR to foster better relations between Muslims and non-Muslims.
Sure. Well, CAIR is mainly a Muslim civil rights organization. We have offices across the nation, and we have one here in Seattle that covers the Northwest as well. Our work mainly involves civil rights defense, mainly focused on the Muslim community, but we also do a lot of community empowerment work and a lot of relationship building. So we've had this Interfaith engagement project for the last 2 years, where we linked all the major mosques in the state of Washington with their local churches and synagogues. And the long-term goal was to have at least half of them stay in touch and have congregational visits between the mosques and the synagogues to really build relationships between the average Muslim and their neighbors in the area.
And how's that going? I mean, there so often different faiths don't really see eye to eye with other faiths.
Well, I think, you know, we found differently. We found that people did, you know, find that here's a person who happens to go to a synagogue and works at Microsoft just like, you know, the person who was visiting from the mosque, or someone who happened to have the same hobby or same interest in cars as someone else who went to a synagogue. So people find common interests through these exchanges.
That's good.
Tell us a little bit more about what the American Muslim experience is for you, for your friends, for your family. What is that really genuinely like?
Yeah, well, the American Muslims are part and parcel of American society. I think about 4,000 Americans are serving currently in the U.S. Armed Forces. Over 500 Muslims work in the Puget Sound campuses of Microsoft. You know, there's many more stories like that. And so to show you that American Muslims are part and parcel. The last 10 years have been tough. There have been a rise in hate crimes, a rise in discrimination. But I think it's not because Americans at large have some sort of prejudice against Muslims. It's rather a result of intentional efforts by a small group of people to stir up anti-Muslim prejudice.
Arsalan Bukhari, thanks for coming on this morning. Good to have you. Great perspective.
Thanks for having me.